G'day everyone, just starting up. This live software stuff's just got me completely bedazzled. I don't know what's going on. I had one scheduled and then I can't hook up to the scheduled one, so this is a new one. Hopefully you'll all come over. Hang on a minute. Get your coffees. Let's get rid of that scheduled one. Ah, dearie me. Couple of minutes. And of course, my neighbour is about to start up his whippersnipper. Which is absolutely expected. But he's only got a small yard and maybe he can't even start it by the sounds of it. Okay, I think we're there. G'day, knife lovers. All right. Well, we have a few technological improvements. I'm now on my iPhone 14 Pro Max on the wide angle lens. With the new software, I'm allowed to do that. Hopefully that's not going to be too loud or for too much longer. And I switched my phone over to 5G. Sure enough, my speed tests are much bigger now. So hopefully this will work. Please give me feedback and let me know what's happening. I think we're going. We've got 5 people watching already. Excellent. Now, what knives have we got today? Let's have a look. I'll show you. Love this wide angle lens. So, we have a nondescript Santoku, but then we have a Wusthof. Where is it? There it is. Bread knife. So I'm going to use my Japanese wheel trick on that. Then a beautiful classic, a shorty, a utility. Oh, look at those close-ups. Yeah, baby. And a paring knife. Somebody requested a small knife sharpening today demo, so we'll get that done. And he also spotted my Ganzo 440C up on my EDC magnet. And I said, everything's for sale, mate. Everything except the dog. And this one's already been sharpened, so that should be good to go, but we might sort of give it a bit of a strop. So for starters, we'll do the easy one, which is this Santoku. Alright? Then we'll get onto the Wusthofs. And then later, depending on how it's going, tell me if you can hear my neighbour with his trimmer. Alright, so after yesterday's disaster, we're going to make sure that the knives are nice and tight. Now this one has a bit of a chip in it. Right there. I think that'll grind out. No need to flatten it, I don't think. Straighten it up. Check the angle. It needs to come up. That noise shouldn't go for too much longer, I don't think. And with this microphone being very local, you may not even be able to hear it, hopefully. Now, make sure that's nice and tight. Got any chatting going on? Hope I've switched everything on. Let me just triple check, make sure I'm live. I am public, yes. It doesn't look like there's much delay either today, so that's a good thing. Alright, straight into it. I decided to download yesterday's because as I'm a member of YouTube Premium now, I can download my movies. So I downloaded the movie and edited it and put it up as a new one, showing how I ruined that knife, which turned out okay. The guy was really cool in the end. Cranking it right up next door. All right. That chip is gone. No chatting. for watching. I hope you can chat. If somebody want to try and send a chat, make sure that's all working. And if you're not sure what to say, you can tell me whether you can hear next door's two-stroke. Okay, that's done. Hope you can hear me. I think you can. Alright, that's done. Time to strop. Do a before test. Struggling. Normally you're very talkative. Hope I haven't forgot the setting or something. I might have. Normally it needs more strokes than that, but let's just see if that helped. Definitely helped. Flip it over. Ah, machine switched off. Oh, we have a chat. I'll be over in a minute. Whoa! I caught a falling knife. That's never a good idea. Alright. It's at the prickly stage, which means the wire edge is coming off, but it's not completely off. Come on, mate. That's us. Beautiful. Okay. Well, now that we've got the super close-up lens all fitted, you can see that that is a great sharpen. Beautiful bevel. Oh, one down. Frederick from Germany. Everything coming through loud and clear, Frederick? I'm not sure. What time is it there in Germany right now? Okay, on to the Wusthof now. These knives he's had since the start of the century, so about 20 years, 25. I think in the late 90s he bought them, and they've never been sharpened. I think, pretty sure that's what he said. Just starting on the fine setting, see how far that goes. Oh, I have some burr. So we didn't need to go to the coarse setting, staying on the 1000 grit. Oh, we already have a burr. Nice, all the way across. All done. Tip slightly uneven on this side. Perfect. Ah. Oh, Belgium. 4 a.m., 4 p.m., 4 a.m. I guess, because it's afternoon here. Do you have a Tormek, Frederick? Looks like my neighbour has stopped with a 2-stroke, so that's a good thing. Beautiful. AM, 4 a.m. That's good. What are you doing up at 4 a.m., Frederick? It's Saturday night over there in Belgium. Let's do it before. Not bad, but very noisy. A little bit noisy, but we're there. Oh, I recognise that green icon. Let's have a look. Beautiful. Good enough. That's beautiful Wusthof. Nice tips. Good ending. Good heel. Fantastic. Oh, no, I don't. Artificial intelligence. I'm excited to see how to sharpen a serrated knife. Excellent, Rando. Were you watching the new edited version? Yep. Yeah, it was a pretty sad event, but the guy was really good about it. He appreciated my honesty, and he even gave me a man hug. And we came to an agreement, compensation, some free knife sharpening, and he was fine with that. So that was a big lesson. All right. Serrated knife. Should we do it next? I'm all about the requests. And given that you mentioned the serrated knife, AI, haven't seen you before, have I? Yep, the new edited version. That sucks, man. This is what I love about your channel. Straight up honesty. Well, you know, I don't think I'm important enough to hide things. Now, let's have a look at this serrated knife. Let's do that. First of all, how sharp is it? Not bad. But, let's have a look on the telephone paper. A little bit catchy. Yeah, there's a couple of burred over bits. See if we can improve that. First, let's have a good close-up look at it. So it's not too bad. About the back. You can see some... Oh, it's not too bad. But I'll give it a nice silvery edge. And we're going to be using this machine. Right here. But first, I have to take this wheel off. Grab my Japanese 4000 grit. I know that not everybody's got one of these, but you know, there's not much I can do about it. It is what it is. Get some water. Now this edge is not beautiful, so I just want to try and improve that a little bit. That feels better, but it's a bit big. Hopefully the coves will fit. Yeah, I reckon it will. If not, I can use this side here, which is a narrower radius. I'll just turn the wheel around, and to do that all you need is a thin washer in there, which I already have. So let's bring you in nice and close. Thanks, Rando. If you by chance come across a Nakiri knife that you're selling, let me know. I always wanted one. Well, I've got this one here, but it's not a very expensive one. Right, it's got Japanese characters. I don't know what they mean. It's not expensive, I know, because this is a plastic ferrule, and looks like somebody's tried to sand it before, so you know, I just picked it up as a trade-in. Might work for light work. Alright, so let's crank this girl up. This is how I do this. I just run it in the groove. Sometimes I rock it backwards and forwards, which gives it a slightly convex edge. But the idea is to just pick up the burrs a little bit on the tips. And I just want to check to make sure that it's doing the right thing. Yep, and you can see the shiny coves. Right, and over here where I haven't done it, it's all still dull. And then I'll come and do the back. And that should provide beautiful serrations. So I'm up to number 4. I'm pressing quite hard. You want it to do something. This 4000 grit's very smooth. It doesn't really take much off, but it does take some off. And I don't know if you can see that. Probably can't see it from there. I wonder if I can change cameras. There you go. It's a bit better. But what I was looking for is I can sometimes see the burr come up on the back or some shine. That tells me that I've done something. Oftentimes these serrated knives aren't that damaged, they're just a little bit chipped, or the burr has developed and just needs to come off. There are a lot of ways to do a serrated knife, and this is just the way that I found works for me. And I just try and give that edge that straight edge a bit of a shine too. Beautiful. Oh, look at that. Oh, let's come back out. You can see that Japanese polish all the way to the back as well. Now, I'll treat the back a little bit as well. Not as aggressively as the front. So just a little bit of a run. Just more to clean up any burr that might have been sent over, rather than sharpening. That should be it. I'll test it. Telephone book paper. Nice. Beautiful. And of course on the magazine, no problem with this at all. Sharper than a very, very sharp thing. You can see the back's just barely being touched. Not even any real shine on the back there. But that's how I do my serrated knives. Might actually keep it this low. Was that interesting? Oh, AI? I'll have a T8, almost sold it until I found your technique. I tried it and it worked perfect. Oh, that's so cool. That is so good. You got some audio problems? I hate that. That's so frustrating. But Frederick says he's got no audio there, no audio problems there. But, you know, that's great that I got you to keep the T8. The T8 is a fantastic machine. It's just that nobody really showed us how to use it properly. I mean, some people tried, but they didn't really go in depth like I do because, well, as I've mentioned several times, oops. When I was starting, and I figure that you guys aren't that different to me. Most of you are better looking, so you should make better sharpeners as well, given that. Clearly, sharpening ability is related to physical appearance. Now this is just an old worn out wheel that I put on here because it needs a counterbalance. It was making weird noises without one. So this is lower than this. So it clears. I'll show you what I mean. See? So that way I can go all the way across, and having free access to the whole grindstone without, or the honing wheel without having any interference here is a good thing. It's a good thing. All right. Do a speed test. Go to speedtest.net. That's speedtest.net. And you're going to need half decent. I can't believe I had 5G switched off on my phone all this time. I think I was listening to some of those crackpots about 5G who don't understand how radio wave works. Okay, so moving along. Next we have the utility knife. Is it flexible? Nope. I was trying the 1000 grit, see if I can get a burr. How's the footage today? Rando? Oh, that's a lot quicker than how I sharpen. It is quicker than how everybody does it. But is it worth spending so much on a Japanese wheel? Probably not. But keep an eye out for a second-hand one. Sometimes people sell them because they're useless. Otherwise, pretty much, they're a very useless wheel. Except for that one single purpose where it does such a beautiful job that I was shocked. And in fact, my secret serrated knife method video is one of my most popular videos. And still growing. Already got a burr. Just refine it a little bit more. You've got to get a burr all the way across, not just in some areas. Let's get that door open. Get some more light in the place. Nice. Zooming along today. Oh. I'm loving this new app of mine that allows me to stream. What's it called? Streamlabs, I think. Streamlabs. It's free. There are some bonuses you can pay for, but I don't think I need it. I can switch between cameras, which is fantastic. It's like a normal setting, a normal session. I can do good close-ups, which is very important for what we do. Okay, onto the Kangaroo tail strop. Let's do a before test. Not bad, a little bit catchy. Those ridges are really loud on this new strop. Let's see if that helped. Absolutely, it helped. A little bit noisy though. I'll give it some suede. I don't know if this helps or not. I haven't really tested it yet. Oh, great entry. Smooth. Much better. Much better. Nice. Chuck berries in the house. Finally made it. Good on you. Yeah, I've got a good session so far today. And we're zooming along. Only got 2 more knives to go. So, squirt alcohol. Wipey wipe. Stick-a-me. And now the little paring knife. I don't give these a very sharp angle, probably more like a 35, because these get used a lot. They're quite heavily abused. They hit into stone fruits and all sorts of things. So I reckon that's a good gap. Maybe lower it just a little bit. And again, straight onto the 1000, because these are really good condition. I just needed a touch up. Nice. Perfect. Nice little bevel. Nothing damaging or anything there. Always on the back of the burr first, burr side up. Now Frederick, I don't know if you're still listening, but how did you find me? Was I recommended on your feed? Or did you do a search for Tormek and I came up? I'm very curious. I cracked 56,000 subscribers last night. Most of them are coming off the shorts, of course, but They don't always watch the long movies. They like the shorts. Short guys like the shorts. Let's do it before. See if that helped. Not yet. Oh, might have had a tough skin. Let's just try another one. Oh yeah, much easier. Still. A little bit catchy. Let's try some suede. Oh, great entry. Oh, and look at that. Beautiful. That's what we want. And I'm learning about these strops more and more and more. And like I've said in a few other videos, but I'll say it again, it seems to make the edge a little bit worse before it gets better. And the only thing I can think of is that the root of the burr, which is what this is for, taking off that wire edge, is very stubborn, and so in the process it might come out and get prickly before it fully releases. And that seems to be what happens, is when you think you've ruined the edge and it's gotten blunter like we just saw, it may not be the case. It could be, but it may not be the case. And it could be that it's just still working on that wire edge, and once you release it, then you get nothing but pure edge, and you'll be able to slice straight through the finest of paper. I don't know. We need some more experimentation and some of you guys to confirm that that's true. But in order to do that, you need a kangaroo tail. Hopefully I'll be able to sell them internationally soon. Probably got another maybe 3 or 4 weeks to wait before we get an announcement or an approval. But that one's done. Frederick, search for knife sharpening with T8. Oh, great. How many knives a week do you reckon you average? And what made you get into knife sharpening? That's a good question. I don't have an average. It's not that flat out yet. It's still like a part-time business. I got into sharpening because I bought this machine to sharpen my wood turning chisels, but I got rid of the wood lathe because too many attempted murders. It tried to kill me too many times. Bang, clang, scratch. I had no idea what I was doing, obviously. And luckily I'm an ex-safety officer and I was wearing a face shield. Otherwise I would have been probably killed by now. Some of those hits, that I got in the head with full pieces of gum, splintered, some ebony, bang, straight in the head. Would have at least given me some severe injuries. So I thought, you know what, I'm over it. And this came with a knife jig, where I thought I'll just try sharpening some knives out of curiosity, because it came with all the jigs. I bought it second hand. The guy got rid of it and gave me all his jigs as well as part of the deal. I think I paid like $800 for it, including all the jigs, which is good. No, $650 I paid. $650 for this one with all the jigs, including wood turning jigs and all sorts of stuff, and a reasonable wheel. And then I paid $800 for that one with the drill sharpening attachment and the wood turning jigs as well, all still brand new in the box, and a brand new wheel. So, you know, I've pretty much got a good deal on that one. Still trying to sell that drill sharpening attachment if anybody wants it. Yeah, so that's done. And that's my story. Yellow sticker. Now, let's have a look at this Ganzo. So this is a folding pocket knife made of 440C. It's my first 440 knife actually, and I've already previously sharpened this, so I just want to test it and see how we go. Not bad on the magazine. A little bit teary on the telephone, but not too bad. Could be improved. And let's see what it does with the... I don't know what we're expecting out of this knife. It's quite fat, but it should be able to do something to this. Okay, well it wants to, so it does need a little bit. I think we'll give it a fresh grind and see if we can't really take that out to the next level. Alex. Oh, I don't want to do drill sharpening. It's not worth much, and from what I've seen of the video, I wanted to go and neck myself within about 15 minutes of show. There's a million steps. It's over the top. Too radical. Don't want to do knife drill sharpening. And plus, how much are you going to charge to sharpen a drill? $5? No thanks. Well, I'm not feeling it at the moment anyway. Now, we use the marker method on this. And see where it's... Oh, perfect. I am freewheeling on this session. Yeah. Beautiful. Let me just give it a fresh 320 grind. And if you don't know, a lot of you do, but if you don't know, this 320 diamond sharpening plate rubbed onto this wheel equals around about 1,000 grit or 960, and I find that it's the perfect finishing grade. Good burr. Nice. Beautiful grind. Maybe a little bit more on this side. Hey, Frederick, do you sharpen tip first? This is my technique, and I want it to spread among everyone. I think the way that Tormek uses, I sharpen way more knives than the Tormek people do, because they don't specialize in knives. They're busy doing all sorts of stuff. They don't have 3 years experience doing just knives like I do. So I think that I know a little bit more about knife sharpening on the Tormek than they do. I know that sounds weird, but I think it's true, and would be natural as well. Does that sound like I'm full of myself or what? Alex, oh yes. Oh, artificial intelligence says I have some leather strops, but more recently I just scribbled some green paste on cardboard. It works well. Any stropping is better than no stropping. Any stropping is better than no stropping. It's just that the Kangaroo tail seems to, with all my before and after tests, every single time it makes a better edge than these two machines can by themselves. I don't know. I know it's weird, but it is what it is. I'm not saying my way is the only way. But it's certainly a way. A little bit more. Okay. How many knives a week? Well, the most knives I've done in one day was 52. But most days on average, some days I do no knives. The phone doesn't ring at all. Nobody comes past, I have a day off. But the average day I do maybe a dozen knives, I suppose. 5 from one family, 6 from another. Restaurant might drop in with 5 or 6 or 7, maybe 10. But that's not every day. So, let's see if we can improve this edge. And with that, we're going to be done. I do have some more knives, but I just want to take a quick break before maybe doing another live session in an hour or so. Let's see before. Not bad. Let's see if we can improve it. Can you hear my neighbour carrying on with his gardening? Oh, that is magnificent. Magnificent. Well, this has been a perfect session. Perfect. Could not have gone smoother or better. That's good to hear, Frederick. I'm having an influence. And as Jim Carrey said, the effect you have on others is the only currency there is. We are here to help each other. And that's about it. So, that's the Ganzo done. Let's test it on some paper, just to be on the safe side. Not that we need to. Wow. Beautiful, beautiful. Magnificent. Does it shave hair? Oh, it so does. Excellent. All right, well, that's it for this session. Let's quit while we're ahead. Oh dear. But in the next session, which could be in a little while, we're not sure, I have got these knives here from a local school, and I don't know what's in there. These are some global knives. I don't know what's in here. I don't know what's in here or in here, but they look big, so it'll be a mystery session. Let's do a quick sign off. Thank you for joining me. I appreciate your visit. Don't forget to hit the like button on your way out. And if you've just been watching this from the outside and you're not a subscriber yet, join us. Be good to have you. Thanks you very much for your contrafibulations. I'll be returning into drastically.